was a So I watched House, and I mean, what is there to say? You know, it was nothing like I've ever seen before. I was intrigued by the story. I was enticed by all these young girls that have their own personality, and like I loved seeing them just interact with each other. Like they were just so sweet, you know? I don't know, like I don't think I've ever seen anyone or any movie that's just been manipulated so much and like made like just I don't know, just like a film but origami. Like does that make sense? Like it was just made into what someone wanted to make it into. Like they took the liberty of moving everything in every way that they wanted. They like I don't know what other way to explain it. Like it really opened my eyes to what else could be done in movies, you know? And yeah, some of it was like pretty crazy. The story itself, yeah, is a little out there, but you know what? I appreciated it. I did. I really did. I loved like the girls' nicknames. Gorgeous for the pretty girl. It's always putting on makeup. Sweet for like the sweet girl. Fantasy for the girl that's like always fantasizing about her teacher, you know, or like other things. And what about like that small little daydream that they showed of her, like imagining her teacher being like her knight in shining armor, you know what I mean? It was very out there, and I honestly, I loved it. I did. I found myself laughing out loud, like in the part where Gorgeous leaves, but it's not really Gorgeous anymore, right? I guess her body is like taken over already by the ant. And that part where all the girls are like, we'll come with you, you know? And all the doors close and they can't open them. And Prof, is that how you say it? Like Professor Prof? That's her nickname. She's like, let me think. Well, maybe we can just ask the ant. Yeah, let's go ask the ant. Anyway, yeah, I had a good time with it, and yeah, I would watch it again, but it is a lot to like try to process at the same time. Like there was a couple scenes where I found myself going like, oh wait, whoa, the music and the story, and you know, I think honestly, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick. Honestly, I think one of the reasons that it seemed a little bit overwhelming is just because, you know, is just because I don't speak Japanese, you know, which is maybe I should work on that. But yeah, I mean, I would recommend it for people to watch. I think it's a little out there, but it's definitely an adventure that could be a good one if you let it be, you know? And yeah, I mean, I'm glad I just let it do its thing. I am a little confused by the ending though. Like, it's about love, right? It's talking about how love is the only thing that won't, but like in like a nasty way, you know, like in a sick way, and like an obsessive way of like this aunt is like so in love with her beloved, and he like promised her that he was gonna come back, and even if he fucking died, she didn't want to accept that because she was like, he promised, you know, not in that way, but she was like, he promised me. So yeah, it's love like in an obsessive way. Does that still count? Like I guess it does, because maybe it's just an illusion, you know, it's an illusion of love, because wouldn't true love be like, listen, he's gone, but I'm just gonna go join him now that I'm old enough and I can find him. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, I'm gonna wait for him in the physical world, where it's like now you can leave and go find him in the spiritual world. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I love Mac, so I was very sad that she was gone first. And I loved Kung Fu. I thought she was so cool. And it was very strange how all these weird things happened. And then the girls were still like, that was so weird. This is so ridiculous. Maybe it was just an illusion. You know what I mean? But hey, it was a good one, and I'm really glad that I gave it a watch. Okay, wait, I think I just got it after I was saying all that good stuff, right? So I think what it is that like Gorgeous is just like her aunt, right? Her aunt doesn't want to let go of her fiance, right? So Gorgeous didn't want to let go of her mom, and that's exactly why she didn't accept this new lady. What the fuck was her name? I don't know. This new girl in the beginning, the jewelry designer. That's why she didn't accept her as her mom, and she was like, you know, crying about it. I mean, come on, it's a fucking hard thing, right? So is that why the aunt is like able to just take over her body? Or is this like a, like, what? Doesn't make so much sense? Like, we're just ended up becoming like her aunt, like kind of living in resentment and not being able to move on from grief, you know? Which, I mean, come on, it happens. It's understandable. You know, it's normal. It sucks. But yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's a cautionary tale over obsession instead of love.